So I wanted to quickly make a video here regarding the markets, how I've been trading the last several weeks, taking it slowly. As you can see here, I'm showing you guys quickly the ES profile and crude chart there. Started the gauntlet, restarted basically because I had by error hit 3 lots and got out, so I had to restart a new gauntlet there, and I've got a couple of good trades in. It's been my third or fourth day. I've made some changes to my domes and charts, so again, coming back into how I look at the markets here, it's been a huge day within the volatility that we had here on crude oil. Bank of Canada had an interest rate, so good volatility in energy here, especially looking at the inflation news that the central banks are still working around how they could play around and potentially get inflation back to normal. I think that's going to be a huge challenge for them. Hopefully you guys are able to hear tick strike. I've got a couple of good trades today, so I'll show you guys the trades within the next couple minutes here. I made some changes, like I said, to my charts. As you see, the market's just making new highs.
Seeing some research from the S&P, Iran oil deal could add 1 million barrels per day of supply by March 2023.
39.50s, especially looking at the overall market profile structure. It's been in a channel here going up, a really very clear channel so far. So not spending much time in the in the opening range. So that's some clues. Here, if you look at the ES market structure, again, market profile, I think we can easily get back to like over the 44, 45s just to get to the previous day high there. Probably a balanced week, maybe. I think that's what I've been kind of leaning on. I think the market is most likely, all the rate hike stuff are kind of like priced in. I think the central bank in the US is supposed to meet again in the next couple of weeks, so that could also lead to some balancing in the next couple of days and probably the next week as well. So other than that, I've been taking it slow here with summertime, gradually getting back into trading most of my funded accounts. I have actually some trades on the bonds with my brokerage account. I'm trying to trade the bonds a bit more often. You'll see the couple of trades I had here at the end of the video here. Again, I think coming to crude, I most likely looked into a trade anywhere between 84.75 to 85-ish. I'm looking for a short idea to see if I can get a nice little runner, because today I really had a couple of good plays on crude. Really, it was just a massive smash down, especially after like maybe 10 minutes of the open here. I don't know if it's just basically not sure if it's about rollover. Speaking about rollover, we're getting into a December contract within the next week. I looked at the volume today, and the volume on September was a lot better than December, so I'm still trading the September contract. As you can see, I have it on my jigsaw dome there. It's the U contract, and here coming back to crude again, it's definitely going to be. I think it's going to most likely balance here within 84-ish to 82.50. Other than that, there's a lot of room to go lower to like 79-ish, 79.50s to 80s. So I'm potentially looking for a nice little move higher here. I really don't want to chase it because crude, as you all know, it's a pretty crazy mover. As you can see, it's moving like approximately like 40 ticks within 5 minutes here. If you look at the average range on a 5-minute candle, so that's pretty volatile for a day like this. So you gotta have to really pinpoint your entries with crude today. Other than that, I made some changes to my 15-second charts here. I'm just putting them a bit more in color and adding some like little features just to give me quick visuals to know where price is and where I don't have to constantly stare at the domes. I'm trying to make my layouts a bit more user-friendly for myself. Hopefully it's not going to be too complicated for you guys to see. Here on my again on my layout, I put crude because I just want to see how crude moves around. Like I said, I'm getting back into trading it because it's got good volatility, and especially if you're able to pinpoint good entries, I think there's a good chance of making a lot of good profits with crude. Other than that, you guys are going to see here in the next seconds here, I'm just going to show you guys how I executed today within most of my brokerage account. If you look at CRUDE, I'll show you here within 2 seconds. So these are the trades of the day. I had a nice runner, like I said, on CRUDE, really added to it and just made a huge move lower. As you can see from the chart, it definitely made a nice move. The small little winners are mostly from my gauntlet, and also traded the funded accounts that I have. I try to keep my brokerage account with the bonds so that I have a consistency of trading it. This is just my brokerage account where I made basically a couple of ticks on a ZN trade. It was like a pretty decent clear trade. If I show you guys quickly the how you call it here, it's the chart of ZN here. ZN basically, the market just moved much higher after the opening range, and I was looking for a small little scalp, and that's what I did. So keeping it simple, trying to really not play too aggressively, especially with the volatility and the news that could come up. I mean, I was expecting some kind of volatility today, but other than that, we've got a market that's just moving higher. I think 39.50 is what I said, so we haven't hit it yet, but I think that's kind of like the ultimate target for today. And by the way, I will have some new videos coming out within the next month. I'm trying to work on them. It's been busy, with kids and family. I have at least 15-20 nice order flow sample videos that I'm going to put out. I'm just going to put it into a new series where I'm going to really cover most of the things that I look at with a dome and how I trade with, the stacking on the dome, the reloading, all the little nuances around order flow and dome trading. So that's going to be a nice little addition to my YouTube channel. Hope you guys enjoy it and you guys are able to, see how I trade, and I'm keeping it real, nothing really complicated. Once again, a lot of promotions with the prop firms, so you really have to make sure you trade in a disciplined way to go get the payouts.
Texas grid is a problem for
I've
moving
been
operators
funded
to
with
electric
several
operations.
funded
It needs
accounts.
to
I think
increase the grid
it's
3
been
times.
around 9 months now, one of the funded accounts that I have. So it was just an update today on how I'm trading, and wanted to give you guys a quick highlight of the Earn2Trade gauntlet that I restarted. So that's going well, trying to really trade that in a very low risk profile, trying not to go over $500 a day because it has the progression ladder rule, which is something that you have to pay attention with Earn2Trade. Hope that helps. Enjoy your day.